Just wait a bit for more people to join. That'll be good. How's it going? Welcome to Windsurf. I'm doing a couple. I'm gonna be sharing a couple news today. What has been happening in the week with AI and some very interesting stuff that has been cooking. I got stuff on OpenAI. I got stuff on Windsurf. Quite a number of exciting news, and we're gonna have fun. That's what I can tell you. We are going to have fun. I'm gonna share quite a number of stuff. If you're excited, let me know. Just wait for more people to join and we can get started. Welcome to the stream. Confirm if you can hear me. All right, okay. Okay, we're still live. Everything is good. Okay, welcome to the stream. We got a couple AI news for the week. I got stuff on OpenAI. I got stuff on Cursor. I have even some interesting IT news that you can catch up on. These are the latest. What is happening in the AI space? What is happening in the IT space? What is happening in the robotic industry for the rest of the week? I even have something that is even indigenous, something that is for us right here. So this is going to be a fun one, and I can't wait to get started. So if we are all set, I see quite a number of people in already. Pretty much good. Okay, let's kick it up. Yes. All right, so for our first news, OpenAI reaches agreement to buy Windsurf for $3 billion. If you know Windsurf, it formerly was called Codium, so it was first known as Codium. It's the same thing as Cursor, and they just agreed to then conversations to buy Windsurf for $3 billion. And this deal has not been finalized yet. This is the news, and quite a number of stuff has been discussed about it. And questions were like, why don't they just buy Cursor? Why are they buying Windsurf? Well, we would never know. And I even got to I found out that there were conversations that they've started with Cursor, and that did not really pan out. So this deal with Windsurf has not yet been closed, but internal people are saying that this is gonna be a done deal very soon. So we can see OpenAI buying Windsurf for $3 billion very soon, and they will be rival. Yeah. And yeah, you just we saw that OpenAI just recently raised about 40 billion recently, so it's a good investment. Why don't they just build their own Cursor? Why don't they just build their own IDE? But these things are not easy to build. It takes a quite number of ton of work to build something like VS Code. That VS Code is literally the base for most of these IDEs. They just fuck it. I think Z is the only one that quite did something very different. They built the platform from the ground up with Rust. So that's something interesting. So they're gonna buy Windsurf very soon. But on still that matter, I have something here. You shared that. Oh, I did not copy right. I mentioned that. So OpenAI wanted to buy Cursor, but they are changing their mind to buy Windsurf now. So there were conversations. I mentioned that they started talking about it, and Cursor is really, I can say, is the most adopted IDE, AI coding IDE. So like it's made sense for them to buy Cursor, right? Because these guys are growing really quickly, and they were literally on the market for it. So why did they leave Cursor behind and go for Windsurf? We can never know most of those information, but we just know that OpenAI is not giving up on buying a coding startup, right? And with that, Windsurf has been gaining popularity. I mean, they started as a developer community. They started as Codium. If you know Codium, Codium was an extension for VS Code. So Windsurf started as Codium, and now they've transitioned to Windsurf and all the stuff. But it's really growing fast, and they have some pretty good numbers. I started using Windsurf early myself to my Windows machine. Now I don't use Windsurf anymore majorly, but it's still something I pretty much enjoy. I think Enisphere current average annual recurring revenue is about $300 million. Every year, Cursor earns about $300 million. So I think that's a good reason not to sell. Like, we are already making this amount of money every year. Maybe we can make more. So they walked away from early acquisition discussions with OpenAI after they approached Cursor, and they said, no, don't buy us. We're not selling. Yeah, so that was something interesting, but OpenAI is not stopping. They are gonna buy some more soon, so that's what happened. I have another news here. So maybe Cursor should have actually sold, right? Maybe Cursor should have actually sold, because I just found out that there is probably something new on the market. Let me just zoom this in really quickly. Let me click my AI device. So Void open source code editor project for Cursor replacement. So there's a new project that is going for Cursor, and it's open source. So we can say that quite a number of people are going to contribute to it very fast, right? VS Code based Cursor alternative editor, that is Void, applies AI agents to your code base and provides checkpointing and change visualization. If you use Cursor, this is one of the pretty cool things that you enjoy. So you're prompting AI, you can actually go back, reverse the checkpoint, go back to a previous point of the code where the AI did something you wanted. So, and it also Void is allowing that your models can be hosted locally. You can import, use, and all these messages are sent directly to the model provider and do not store any personal information. So this is visible. It's a open source project, and is rivaling Cursor, right? Void. Let me see if I can find the link to visit it. I think this should be it. Open a new tab. Right. Okay, this is the Git. This is a GitHub. So maybe Cursor should have sold. Maybe Cursor should have sold, guys. Maybe Cursor should have sold. These guys are going against them. They're going for their heads, man. Void. I like this logo. It looks like Cursor in some way. If you open Cursor, I think Cursor.com. Oh yeah, I can open it without VPN, and I don't want to turn on my VPN. This is literally the way their website look like, right? Cursor's on page looks like this. So it's going to be a tough battle. But Cursor has the users. I mean, they have the users, they have the audience. So I don't know what's going to happen now. But Void, an interesting one. Good design. So I guess they have a design on the team. So that's good. The open source AI code editor. Void is an open source Cursor alternative. Write code with the best AI tools, use any models, and retain full control over your data. This part might be one of the key offering, right? this might be one thing that stand them out, because you can literally see the code. Everybody can see it, so you can know how your data is being, the data flow essentially. So pretty good. So all the things you love in Cursor, tab, you can see all these code suggestions, quick edits. You can highlight a piece of code and just use this stuff to make edits to it. And then the sidebar chat thing is pretty much all baked into the stuff. Pretty interesting stuff. And there's a Discord community, so in case you want to contribute, you know what to do. You go join. So that's Void. I would say Cursor should have probably sold. This might get bigger. And it's crazy. I did not even see this. It's backed by Y Combinator. It's backed by Y Combinator. So this is not an open source project that will probably die. But the crazy thing is, what if they did not make it open source? Would they have been able to also sell for that huge amount of money? Because I'm not sure how they're doing this. Let's go back to the GitHub and see. Is there a fork of VS Code as well? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a fork of VS Code as well. But I guess it's free. It's open source. You can plug in your own AI, the open source Cursor alternative. Use AI agents on your code base, checkpoint and visualize changes, and bring in a model or host locally. Void sends messages directly to providers without retaining your data. Pretty much what we saw on the website. So interesting. Very cool. Nice. So in case you want to test it out, voideditor.com. That's the URL. See what the difference is, and this might be something that you use more frequently now. All right, let's move on. Cursor is not all bad. If you don't know, Cursor is now offering a free plan for students for 1 year. Cursor is doing crazy stuff, crazy numbers, and now they're saying that you can now use Cursor for 1 year. All you need to do is verify. So Verify University students get 1 year of Cursor for free. For 3 years. Cursor Pro for free for 1 year. And you can verify your status. And that involves like uploading your university ID. So like a couple of students are already using it. You can see it being used at Stanford, University of Michigan, Texas, MIT, Uni Loring, right here. I'll put it here, Uni Loring. My city is there. Yeah, the code editor of choice for student everywhere. Yeah, if you're a computer science student, this should be a great news for you. And if you're not a computer science student and you really want to learn it code, you should definitely check it out. So all you need to do is verify your student status by clicking verify status at the top of the page, follow the instructions, and boom. Also, a good thing is if you are already paying for Cursor Pro, if you are an existing Pro Cursor user, you will receive an automatic refund for the remaining billing cycle, and the discount will be applied automatically. So if you've not subscribed, you will get free. But if you are using you've been subscribed to the Cursor Pro and you're joining again, you would be refunded your initial deposit. So based on pro rata, they take out what you've used and give you the rest. And that's cool. I think it's interesting. So all you need to do is just use, I think, a mail with .edu. So you see .edu email, university email. In order to use the discount, your Cursor account must match the valid.edu university email. So I think I would, okay, I'm no longer a student, right? Okay, let's move on. I'm no longer a student, so I probably have to subscribe and pay for. I pay for Cursor anyway, so this should not be. This is I'm not happy that this is coming out like after I graduated. So, but this is what it is. Let's move on though. So for the next news, what do I have? I also need to translate this. So zoom this in. Okay, so this one is OpenAI centric. OpenAI unveils deep research feature that can analyze the GitHub code base. So OpenAI just announced a new integration that can connect to your GitHub, and it uses AI to do a sort of deep research on your code base, and you can ask questions that's going to get context from your code base. So you can plug in any code base and it can do that search. Let's check it out. I think I have the tweet here. The official tweet from Cursor itself. Let's see that. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is the Cursor one. This is the Cursor one. I want the OpenAI one. All right, good. You can now connect GitHub repos to deep research in ChatGPT. So you can ask a question and the deep research agent, so I think it's an agentic flow, will read and search the repo source code and PRs, returning a detailed report with citations. So you can use this in OpenAI right now, the ChatGPT. Let's see what that looks like. So if I make this bigger, move this back a bit. So click the research and you connect your GitHub and search for GitHub. So you've connected your GitHub account, I guess, and then you search for it, you add it, and then you ask it to do something or ask a question. It's gonna pull in and search and index the GitHub repo and use that as context. Interesting, powerful. So you can ask things like, when was the last PR made? What is the changes to this? What does this page look like? And it's gonna pull in and you can do like PRDs and stuff like that. Pretty cool. You can even use it to understand the code base. Like, what exactly is this code base doing? Neat. And I don't think it's only GitHub though. I don't think it's only GitHub. I think there's more stuff included into it. So like, when you click on Git Deep Research, you can plug in your GitHub and stuff. So nice to see. Nice to see. Pretty good. I'm gonna move on with another news. So if you are looking for the right time to use a model, there's several models and you don't know when to use one. OpenAI just released a guide on helping you to decide when and how to use a model. So understand which models are best suited for your task. So this is like a guide that you can use to read on and understand how to use a particular model and when to use it. It's really long with tables and lines and stuff, but you can see that they are. So GPT-4.0 excels at everyday tasks, so we're brainstorming and a couple example prompts that you can use and that it's pretty good at. So I think I should zoom this in a bit more. So summarizing emails, creative content, fully multimodal, and supports all capabilities. So I use GPT-4.0 for images and stuff. So I think it's pretty good. Generally, it's good. So GPTs are like the custom GPTs that people create on ChatGPT. So you might have seen it on the sidebar. Data analysis, search, image generation. Canvas is OpenAI's feature where you can edit documents and select a part of documents and use AI to edit that part if you are doing things like generating scripts and stuff like that. So you can also do advanced voice, so speaking to the bot and stuff. Pretty good. So for GPT 4.5, so ideal for creative tasks. It adds a good grasp of emotional intelligence, clear communication and stuff. I'm gonna drop this link after the live stream so you can check it out. But this is a guide, and I think this is so small. It looks pretty complex right now, like long, but it's pretty. It's a few number of texts that you can use to grasp and understand when to use a particular AI model. So this is something I would dedicate 30 minutes to read and, be a better prompter or AI guy, AI engineer, really. Let me see if you guys are leaving me chat in the. Okay, no chat yet. Let's move on to the next one. I need to close a couple of these web pages. So, okay. On the next news, I'll say on OpenAI. OpenAI abandons plans to become for-profit company. Elon Musk has been on this guy's neck, and they just stayed true to the very foundation of OpenAI and saying that we are no longer going to be a for-profit corporation. We are going to stick to our roots. I guess Elon Musk, the battle, they've gone to court several times and a couple of stuff. I think we have let me just zoom this in a bit. We made the decision for the non-profits to stay in control after hearing from civic leaders and discussions with the offices of attorney generals and stuff. Well, this is not all fancy. It's kind of gonna be an issue for them to raise soon. The whole thing, right? And we also see the negative possibilities of if they are going to be a for-profit company. If you are looking for the highest bidder to invest in your company with this sort of technology, we are scared of what this is going to look like really soon when you need to raise money and people are asking for certain things, So it's best as non-profit, and it's a conflicting discussion really, but right now they are staying true to their very foundation, with what they started with. Elon Musk used to be part of OpenAI, in case you never knew that. So, yeah. As well as co-founder Elon Musk, who sued the company, which he left in 2018, claiming that the plan defied its founding philosophy. OpenAI was never meant to be a for-profit company, and they wanted to change that. Elon never agreed. Courts. And you see another place here, we see that OpenAI was founded as a non-profit in 2015 and created a capped for-profit entity, allowing for a limited level of money making. So it's not entirely not making money, but it's capped in the sense that it's not looking for profits as its major goal, right? And this is part of the discussion and the founding philosophy of it. And changing that was going to be against it. Elon Musk battled those guys for real, serious one. So OpenAI is staying as a non-profit company. Until that changes, we'll let you know. On to the next news. Okay, this one is something about Anthropic. Anthropic is the provider of one of the coolest and baddest coding models. So, and they just say that we just got the search tool on the Anthropic API. So, introducing the web search on the Anthropic API. Web search is allowing LLMs to be able to communicate with the web. So if they're adding the feature to their APIs, which means that they are giving developers access to use the web search on use the Anthropic API to make web search and get context for the LLMs. So today we are introducing web search on the Anthropic API, a new tool that gives Claude access to current information from across the web. Pretty cool. So let's see this. Let me confirm if this is working. You can see it. Okay. Just gonna pull that back a bit. Oh, now you have this tool, and when you run it, it sort of pulls in data from the web. It's a web search, and this is what you get now. So you can use the web search feature in Anthropic. Pretty good. I think having web as a form of context is really good for like AI models. So I say this is a pretty good development for real. So good on Anthropic. Well done. Let's move on to the next one and keep it rolling. All right, so wait a minute. Your Mac can now generate unlimited awesome search audio, awesome speech audio, 100% local in a single command, thanks to Deer and MLX. So an open source release has just been made. If you did not know about Deer, it's one of the best text to dialogue conversation, text to speech model right now, and it does a pretty good job with non-verbal form of communication. So when you put laugh, it laughs really well, convincingly in conversation. So we have like a new open source script that allows you to pull in Deer and use it locally, 100% free. Even Deer is open source, by the way, so it's all the same. So when you run this command, for example, this is someone's terminal. I'm just going to zoom in a bit. This is someone's terminal, and you can see that they ran this command and they can pass it the audio. So you can see, oh no, pass it the text. So this is a text, you pass it. Speaker 1, anytime you see things like this, is speaker 1, speaker 2. So DI can now run on your machine thanks to MLX. And then you see this laughs. So note it, I'm going to play it. Let me just confirm if you guys can hear the audio a bit. Just wait a bit. Let me confirm that. Display. Is it coming through? Okay. All right, so I'm going to play this now. Let's see.
Thanks to MLX. You get full control. Dia can now run on your Mac thanks to MLX. You get full control over scripts and voices. Wow. Amazing. Dia can now run on your Mac thanks to MLX. You get full control over scripts and voices.
So the pretty cool thing about Dia is it does real good job with things like this. So you see this laugh thing. You go try it out with 11 Labs. You go try it out with any form of text-to-speech model you have. Trust me, that is going to be messed up. It's going to laugh like a cynical person. But Dia does really good job with that. Like you can put cough, you can put sneeze, and the sneeze will really fit into the context of like the conversation. It understands situational motion too. So there are pretty good examples. You can check other videos I've made. I mentioned them and they're pretty good. So what it built is you can run scripts like this, and this is an open source project by Bliazi, MLX Audio, a text-to-speech, speech-to-text, and library built on Apple's MLX framework, providing speech analysis on Apple's machine. So he wrote a script, a library that allows you to use Deer locally for free. So pretty good work. And if you want to check out Deer, this is also Deer. I think I could just show you. Let me just look at the online demo and show you what I mean by like these guys are pretty crazy. Deer is one of the best one out there right now. So we're gonna play. I think like this is the one I wanted to show. So see if how do I play this? Okay, so I can play this. I'm gonna zoom in a bit so you guys can see. This is the text. Speaker 1, oh fire, oh my goodness. So you can tell that this is an emergency situation. This is not a fun situation. This is not a romantic dinner. This is disaster. So Let's see what DIA says. So this is right now on the DIA model organ face page. Navi Labs is the parent company that is building DIA. It's open source, trained on 1.6 billion parameters of like audio data. So let's see. I think I can generate audio. So let's click on generate audio and see how it's gonna process that, and we can see what the output is. Like I said, anytime you see things like speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 1, speaker 2, so it means different speakers, but the same person that said this is the same person that said this. So let's see what it's gonna generate for us. The first time I used DIA, I was pretty shocked as well. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is so good with understanding context of dialogues, of conversation of multiple speakers, and also like sounds. So let's play this and see. Make sure my audio is pretty good.
Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! What's the procedure? What do we do, people? The smoke will be coming through an air duct. Oh my god! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure? Everybody stay fucking calm! Everybody fucking calm down! No! No! If you touch the handle, if it's hot, there might be a fire down the hallway! If it's hot, there might be a fire down the hallway!
Every time I listen to this, I go like, what are you guys cooking? This is pretty crazy. And if you understand what is happening here, you would know that this is not just your conventional text-to-speech. You can go try this out in 11 Labs. And I bet it with you, you're going to be disappointed when you listen to this and compare it to that. So the same prompt, test it in 11 Labs and see. So DIA is pretty good. I love the work they are doing, and it's open source. So for example, let me say I put something like laughs here. Let me see how it's going to interpret that. That would be very interesting. So laughs, I put something like coughs. Yeah. And click generate audio. Let's see. It's open source, so I'm not burning any credits. I think I'm logged in though. Yeah, I'm logged in. Let's see. It's gonna take a while, but it's pretty fast. You can see that it's in its work fast. 25 seconds. We just gotta wait for 25 seconds. Almost there. All right, so we're done. I'm very excited to listen to what it's gonna look like. So what you need to know is what's the procedure. Let's see how it's gonna interpret coughs, and then this last part, let's see how it's gonna interpret laughs. Let's see.
Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! What's the procedure? What do we do, people? The smoke could be coming through an air duct. Oh my god! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure? Everybody stay fucking calm. Everybody fucking calm down. No, no! If you touch the handle, if it's hot, there might be a fire down the hallway.
Okay. I don't.
Oh, fire!
Okay, so I don't. Something happened. I did not get this laugh, but you could hear the cough. That was pretty convincing. A bit. Test it out with 11 Labs or Sesame or any other text-to-speech AI model you got, and send me the response and tweet it. Let's see. You can see the difference is clear as day. All right, so that's that about like.
Goodness, what's the procedure?
It's okay. Let's move on to the next one, and this is something I think you might be interested in. The Vercel AI Accelerator is back with over 2.7 million in credits. You can build a future with credits from Vercel, V0, AWS, and top AI platforms. Applications are open until May 17. So if you are building anything that involves AI, Vercel is starting an accelerator program. You can see all these AI companies that would give you like credits and stuff. Vercel, V0, Anthropic, Brain Trust, Mistral, Hyperbolic, Perplexity, OpenAI model and stuff. Oh, like if you need ideas, you can also check his tweet. Lee Robinson, I think it works at Vercel, one of the people at Vercel. I think a DX engineer at Vercel. You can also see the. Let me just show you the official blog post that was made. Join the Vercel Accelerator. This is a 6-week program offering over 2.7 million in credits from Vercel, V0, and other AWS AI platforms. So I'm just seeing it for the first time, but using its back means they've probably been doing it before, and and they're working with 40 teams. So if you can apply early and get in, pretty good. Applications are open until May 17th. You know what to do. So credits, community, coaching, and visibility. So 1 million in AWS, 600K in credits. Anthropic, Brain Trust, Cursor, 11 Labs. These are all behemoths, like big size AI companies. So pretty nice. Judges will select 3 winners to receive over 100K in credits and swag from Vercel and our partners. If you are bidding any stuff in AI, Vercel is ready to give you some credit. So free gifts are always gifts, are still gifts. Grab them while you can. If it's going to really help you, I think you should consider doing it anyways. All right, let's move on to the next news. We have this one. I also need to convert. This is in Korea. The language is not English, so we're going to wait for it to load a bit. Then I'm going to translate it. I have my nifty translator tool here. All right, so I just showed you deer. This is another one. NVIDIA unveils 60-minute audio dictation in 1 second. And it's an open source tool. NVIDIA has released a powerful speech transcription AI that cleans up 60 minutes of audio in 1 second. 60 minutes of audio in 1 second? 60 minutes is an hour of voice data in 1 second. I mean, NVIDIA is a beast. Like, they have they sell the GPUs that people are using to train. So, I mean, they have it. So, they just launched a 600 million parameter automatic speech recognition model called Parakit TDT, whatever. There's a demo site. We're going to test it out and we can see what it looks like. So, let's go over to the model, to the demo site to see what it looks like. Hugging Face hosts most of these models. It's a platform that allows you to host AI models and everybody can see. Think of GitHub, but instead of code repos, it's AI models, LLMs and stuff. Yeah, so we can drop in any text. We can drop in audio data and we can test out. I think I have something I downloaded especially for this, but this is an example audio file that they added to it. So you can see 1 minute 44 seconds. But we should not be scared. 1 minute 40 seconds is like literally like very small. Like the key features of Parakit, which is by NVIDIA, is automatic punctuation and capitalization. It can understand word level and give you timestamps. It can transcribe long audio segments, so even up to 3 hours. Even longer audios, there's a script that you can use. I never checked this out, so I don't know. And you can even do crazy stuff with numbers, spoken numbers, and song lyrics transcription. Oh, so it's available for commercial and non-commercial use. So you can use this for free, even in the commercial product. Pretty good. Thanks, NVIDIA. Thanks, NVIDIA. Go. So let's listen to the audio file first, and then we can transcribe it and see what the text looks like.
I've enjoyed so many meetings with Prime Minister. He's such an incredible student. And every time I see him, he wants to learn about technology, artificial intelligence, the potential and opportunity for India, the impact on India's society and industry. And so I was delighted to be here to talk about it. India, as you know, is also home of some of the world's greatest computer scientists. So this is a great opportunity. Artificial intelligence is also a new industry, a new manufacturing industry that's very important. And so I'm looking forward to partnering.
Okay, so we don't have to listen to all that, right? But we kind of heard what the gist is, so let's get transcribe. If it does that, oh, it's done. Oh, okay. I mean, 1 second. Oh, I've enjoyed so many videos, Prime Minister. Oh, pretty good. So the pretty good thing about me showing you these things, because these are free, right? You can use these platforms for free. It's a playground. And if you have actual tasks you need to do, you can literally come here and just upload it like I just did and have a transcript that you can use. So The playground on Hugging Face allows you to use some of these models. It's already an interface that you can use. So you guys can go play around with it and see. All right, so that's NVIDIA for you. They just did that. I have a tweet here, I think. Give me a second. I think I just messed up I just closed that browser. Let me fix that. Let me fix that real quick. By the way, you can drop comments in the chat. Let me see if I can just scoot this over. Yeah, that's it. Back. All right, we're back. So, rule of thumb, I should not use the shortcuts. I think I'm messing it up. NVIDIA just open source Parakit, the best speech recognition model on OpenAI leaderboard right now. I mean, we saw it perform the transcript thing on the audio like instantly. Can transcribe 60 minutes of audio in 1 second. 600 million parameters. Congrats NVIDIA, the brilliant release and beating all major. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Beating all major closed source giants. So this is the image. Let's see what that looks like. We can see them with so I guess this is the still NVIDIA. Maybe another one. This is a lesser trained one, so 1.1 billion. NVIDIA, and they are beating them on this. Pretty cool. All right, that's interesting. That's something cool. All right, thanks NVIDIA. We got to move on to the next news now. And this one is interesting. I like this one myself. Like, okay, we now have the first multiverse. Introducing Multiverse, the first AI agent multiplayer game. So this is an AI agent that can create games in real time, right? Multiplayer was the missing piece in AI generated worlds. Now, players can interact and shape a shared AI simulated world in real time. Training and research costs less than 1.5K. You can run it on your own PC. Let's see what this looks like. So this is player 1. And I think player 2 is AI. And it's being generated in real time. Let's see that. Let's see that again. Everything is AI generated, right? If you notice, you see that this guy seems to be like morphing crazily. You can see this guy, right? Morphing. So it's like a competitor that is generated in real time, like right there. Pretty nice. I love to hear news like this. Gives me some form of like, oh, nice. And it's done by Enigma Labs, so pretty cool. Agent Avatar 4 brings any face to life from one photo plus audio or script. 100% AI. You can bring any picture, photo to life. You just need to provide audio and provide a script. This looks like a popular actor. I can't remember the place, but Selena Gomez, I guess. Looks like Selena Gomez. Let's listen to what this looks like. So this is the photo they used, and this is what agent did. You can see the mouth, and this is, oh my god, nah, this is good. Uh, if you can follow the lips, you can see that it's really, really and initiating or making the movements appropriate for the words. All right, I think that's cool. All right, that's good. Let's see another one. This is another like example. Let's see it.
I'm just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Sorry, I'm a terrible singer, but did you know you can turn a single photo and script into a high quality avatar video using
No, I did not, but I do now. I do now. Another one from, this one is more Disney style character. So you can see that he's doing really well with like audio, like singing and stuff. So pretty nice. All right, let's move on to see another example. This one.
This is Commander Elara Voss, ISS Hesperia. If you're
The
seeing
bummer
this,
about this stuff is
something's
it's
gone
probably
wrong.
gonna be expensive to
4 hours
do
ago,
by
our
credits,
reactor
but
began to overload.
that's like, but it's pretty good. We can see that they're really doing well with
Then the
generation.
AI locked us out of manual controls. It's no glitch.
The mouth is crazy. The lip syncs are mad. We're getting crazier with this stuff. It's scary, man. This is also AI, guys. This is also AI. This one is also AI too. Look at the mouth. Look at the mouth movement. Look at the mouth movement.
Really step up
Look at the mouth movement.
for girls and to speak out and
And boarded my ship. Oh, you have condemned us all. You
That one feels like a short story. This one was like a all these SpongeBob characters ish.
I'm a talking Muppet. I was
Pretty good. I trust that. So you can use agent to like do lip syncs. They are pretty convincing now. So you can picture from photo, give it audio and a script, and boom, your work is done. Let's see this one.
Bought it, so I got my bird tattoo removed. Felt like new era, right? So like I was always on Twitter, literally since high school. Then Elon bought it, so I got my bird tattoo.
Man, look at it.
Felt like new era, right? I got
See.
my X tattoo last summer, right here. And here, now everyone's getting theirs removed because they're mad
X
about
tattoo.
revenue or whatever. No, I'm not doing that. I love X. I'm all in. X is the
Man, I
best
think this is
thing on the
nice.
internet.
Let's see another one.
honestly, when I hear about it, it gives me this kind of weird feeling.
See the mouth too.
They're
See the mouth.
talking about a part of me, you know? Because if you really think about it, the me you're
So,
chatting with right now.
If you can even do like a smash of pictures, like take different positions and images, and then you just give the same audio, this looks like what was done. Yes, like you make a video out of images, and then it can animate each one as the audio plays. Stretch them for as long as it needs to. All right, that was nice. Let's see more. I think I have more right here. Let's see more. Let's see more. Let's see more. Okay, this one is by Linus.
AI generated avatar. This is Hagen version 4, and this is absolutely crazy. It's just a still image that I uploaded, taken with my webcam, and then I'm recording my own audio, and this is the output. It got lip syncing, it got hand movements, all this stuff, and it's just working straight out of the box, and it works with all sorts of images. And this is absolutely wild. Let's take a look. Some examples. I took an analog photo, for example, of me singing in a coffee shop and then just added some voiceover. What it all comes down to is the ability to sit here and just relax and enjoy life and drink a cup of coffee.
Man, I don't know if you notice like the I don't know if you notice like the movements in the face. Like it's not just keeping the movement in the mouth. There's a little natural the way you would have like a little bit of movement in your head while speaking. When you're talking, you are not literally standing still. The movement in your mouth are like making your head move. So it looks really okay with that. You can notice this. Let's go back a bit. See this?
Enjoy life and drink a cup.
See?
I think the same
Did you see that? Agen, guys. Nice. Even more examples.
Come to our characters lab and I'm gonna show you.
So if you're creating content online, like faceless videos, this is pretty good. Even see this? I think I should play this.
Really crazy. This is not me. This is an AI generated avatar.
Nah, it's good. Let's even see one on paper.
It's a
On
story.
paper.
Your voice is more than a sound. It's a story. Your voice
Like I
is more
said,
than a
see
sound.
the entire head is part of like the movement. It's not just keeping the rotoscoping the movement to this particular place. It's like
Your voice is more than
for
a
the
sound.
entire air, like
It's a
there's a
story.
like movement.
Your voice.
You really know how to get me angry.
Ah.
You really know how to.
It's an angry mode. So like this one showcases more of an angry mode. So like maybe you can even tweak the settings in the agent and say, you know what, this character, she's not happy. Oh, the actual girl. Maybe that was an image, but why all of them say what's going on? This is weird.
And audio to drive emotions and audio.
See?
And that's a wrap. No, honestly, this is a really cool feature. Like, I really think Agent is.
This one is weird. This one is weird. But you can see that it syncs all. It looks like a choreography of all the mouths. So it kind of syncs everything together. All right, let's see more stuff. And this one is we're moving to a little bit more complex stuff. Not complex really, but like most people don't use Mistral. I don't know why. Like there's a likelihood that you've never heard about Mistral. All right, but if you have or if you care to, introducing Mistral Medium 3B3. Let me read that again, just for clarity. Introducing Mistral Medium 3. Our new multimodal offering, SOTA, performance at 8x lower cost. So this is a new class of models that balances performance, cost, and deployability, high performance encoding and function calling, full enterprise capabilities, including hybrid or on-premises. All this jargons, right? But they just released a new model. You should check it out. You guys don't use Mistral. They literally have like a ChatGPT interface as well. So you guys should check them out and see. They have some very good offerings. Medium is the new large. Play on words, large language model, right? And they just used a new one called Medium. So you get what they're playing at. Very nice. And so you can see the benchmark thing here. So GPT-4.0, Claude 3.7, they say they are beating it on all the major scales. So you can see on let's see anything on coding. Okay, live code bench. Crazy. Did they surpass Claude? Really? GPT-4.0? Well, GPT-4.0 is a general language. It's not really trained especially for one particular thing. So but it's doing 31.4%. So, I would say that this is just highlighting there. It doesn't really say they surpass it. So, but we can see that for majority of them, they do pretty good numbers. So 97 year 0.1, this is beating it on the scale, but pretty nice. Zero shot and stuff. And some other evaluation. You can check them out. Mistral, pretty good. And so that brings us to that, and we can move on to another AI news, which is, let me grab that quickly. Yes, I need to translate this as well. My sources. Okay. Mediums is sovereign AI admits failure. Open source fine-tuning is enough. So NVIDIA just proposed something called sovereign AI. Sovereign AI is where, like, let me see. Is there something that defines that? But it's an idea by NVIDIA where nations can build their own LLMs. Individual nations can build their own LLMs. And the idea of sovereignty, so sovereign AI. And Middle East just disapproved and say, you know what? Sovereign AI is a failure. Let's just stick to open source fine-tuning. So I would say there might be an alternative motive to NVIDIA bringing this out, right? This is an NVIDIA idea where they would, and I'm thinking that they're probably doing that to sell their GPU and their GPU things, right? But the idea is each nation can train their LLMs, and training large language models, the world large is very important there. So like you need computing power, and NVIDIA is the most sourced out computing power seller, retailer, whatever. So I would say that this sovereign AI might be a marketing tactic, honestly, because why? Why not just stick to open source model that you can see what's going on, right? You can track and see what's going on with everything and use yours. So you can get the open source model and fine tune it to whatever fits your use case. Why train the LLM from scratch? Because, that's it. On to the next. So still on the sovereign AI stuff, not just the Middle East. So OpenAI promotes sovereign AI joint projects with governments around the world. Interest from all the world is shown. So OpenAI is also like backing the sovereign AI idea, and they just announced the OpenAI for Countries initiative to build AI infrastructure outside the United States on the 7th. So this is separate from Stargates, where they are building something in the United States, a data center construction project in the United States. But they are behind, they're also like very, very interested in the sovereign AI idea, where you can launch a country-specific artificial intelligence project with governments around the world. So I'm still thinking about like the very special use case for this. And maybe I'm biased, but there might be some really good stuff. But I mean, like, open source gives you the access to get like what is working and fine tune it. If you really want to, why just go do sovereign stuff and like start from scratch and stuff like that? So, well, I'm just reporting the news, but that is it. They raised funding from it, and OpenAI is also doing sovereign AI. But NVIDIA was like one of the first catalysts for that. I think that was where the thing was generated from. Let's move on. We're almost coming to the close of the news. We're about an hour into it, so you can stay around and we can chat. Yeah, I also need to like translate this. Okay, so Meta promotes new smart glasses to equip recognition function. Oh, sorry, I just botched that. Let me read it again. Meta promotes new smart glasses to equip face recognition function. So Meta new glasses. Oh, because I translated that, it went all bizarre, right? But Meta new glasses, smart glasses, is gonna have face recognition. So you can scan the face of a person near the wearer. It will give you a name, identity, and all the stuff. So, but the other party is not aware of it. So there's also concern about privacy. If you're scanning people's face on the street, you know that scene you see in sci-fi movies where like, the Matrix is walking down the street and there's a contact lens and you can see and it all. Well, maybe Meta is gonna be doing that really soon. But I mean, with this, it's been done. So name and identity and stuff near the person face, like you can see. Imagine this is a person's head like this. It's gonna be like this, and name is gonna be here, right? So that's what Meta is working on. Let's see what is it. The technology is part of a live AI feature called Super Sensing that allows AI functions that can run concurrently for about 30 minutes on Meta smart glasses, and they can also go for hours as well. So through this, the person that is wearing will be able to recognize other person's face, but it can also receive various supports in daily life. So like that involves something like you can be guided to buy ingredients for dinner on the homework. You can find out where your key is, and then the camera and sensors are on, all this kind of stuff. That's cool. Yeah, so another bad concern about this is the privacy issues. Like, it's optional for smart glass wearers, but the other person may not be aware of it. So, like, the other person is me and you on the streets, or other persons if I'm the one wearing it. Even though it's a Ray-Ban Meta glass and it's AI and all the stuff, that particular feature, it is either as a way to should probably be able to tell that you are using a camera. Like, it's distinct enough. Like, if you're in the tech area, tech industry, you understand this stuff, you might probably be able to spec a Ray-Ban Meta AI glass at once. Like, you can say, oh, you're using Meta AI glass because there's a way to it, right? But not everybody can tell. So if you're walking in the streets and you're just there, you could literally be making videos of people's life. And, privacy, it's a big concern. People want to know when you are making videos of them. And there are even countries that don't even allow like videos being taking videos in like public places. So we need to navigate that. So they're saying something about like the currently released ones are going to blink the LED lights when you're using a camera. But this, we don't know if this is also like when you're using the camera, there's a light that blinks, but we don't know if this is something that also like indicate when the face recognition function is activated, right? Because thinking about security, like somebody can be walking down the street and imagine the thing can literally tell who the person is, and you can quickly make a Google search and find out that this person is a billionaire. I'm thinking about all the bad actors, what they can do with that. You can literally be walking down the street and know the financial profile of people and know who to target and who not to target, right? So not really. If an armed robber invests in $200 or in a $500 or $500 Ray-Ban glasses, it's a business decision. It's a business decision for a thief to invest in great glasses now, because it would not be a random act of violence. It's gonna be a targeted one, more targeted even in random spaces. I just said a bunch of words that probably mean nothing, but I hope you get it. So still on the glasses, I have another one that is we got another news that is also on glasses and it's also pretty interesting. I love the glasses conversation because a friend of mine just got one, so I might be using them now more often than before. Maybe once in a year. Maybe that's more often than never. So Meta develops super sensing that remembers everything that is smart glassy. Facial recognition is also under review. Remember the last one we just shared? So like right now, the glasses don't have the facial recognition feature, right? But it's in motion, really, really in motion. But they can remember everything that they see. So you can ask a question like, where did I put the key? Where did I put the bag? Did I take the key and all the stuff? The super sensing function, super sensing, keeps the camera and sensors of all smart glasses all day. And it can tell you, and like you can track and see, okay, you can ask questions about it and you can know what has happened because it can see what you see, right? So for example, AI can detect that the user hasn't taken their keys with them and notify them in advance. It can also remind users on their way from work to buy ingredients for dinner. So because you are wearing the glasses and you're going home, it knows that you've passed the market and stuff like that. And, oh, you want to buy dinner? You should probably get it down now. This feature is likely to work only if the user approves it. So the thing is an opt-in feature. So if you approve the smart sensing thing, it's going to kick in. If you don't, well, you just stick to the camera features and that's it. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yes, let's use the translator. Tim Cook CEO of Apple obsessed with smart glasses. They're starting a dedicated chip development head-to-head with Meta. Meta has been the most comfortable player in the smart glasses space for a while. We kind of identified them with smart glasses now. You can talk about smart glasses and you immediately think about Meta, right? But it seems that Tim Cook is now obsessed with smart glasses, and it's time for the CEO of one of the most loved products in the world to play in the smart glasses game, right? And always this nice up thing. Well, we'll see. So Apple is speeding up the development of AR smart glasses only chips aimed at Meta Ray's smart glasses. So like it's like a competition now. I think I thought about it once and I was like, why exactly is Apple playing in this field? Why aren't they like jumping on this? I think we kind of know why that is. Like, it's not a time for Tim Cook to be obsessed. But now Tim Cook is obsessed, so it's time. Apple is currently designing a custom chip for smart glasses and plans to start mass production as early as the end of 2026 or 2027. So they're currently working on their custom chip. Yeah, that is one thing that we know about Apple, right? They always want to do custom shit. So, right, this is interesting, right? So the project is codenamed N401. Okay, maybe this is Neon. Project Neon. N401. Now I. Okay, so it has not even confirmed what functions or smart glasses will actually perform, but it's known that these guys are currently in motion, right? Bloomberg pointed out that Apple CEO Tim Cook is almost obsessed with the smart glasses project. I think it's time, right? It's time. Tim Cook said that he sees Apple Glass as a key device after the iPhone and strongly hopes that Apple Intelligence features will be integrated into the glass. Ooh, Apple Intelligence. Wasn't that a disaster? Wasn't that something that people like said messed up? Did not meet up to expectation? Maybe it's time to put it in glasses and see if AI can literally help us to see what we see and make decisions and stuff like that. Okay, moving on. Let's leave Tim Cook alone. Buddy. All right, so we're entering the robotic space. Sanctuary AI. So we now have robots that can feel and sense the sense of touch. So they have the power and the magic of touch now. You can be responsive to the world if you can't feel it. That's true. Sense of feel, skin and touch is very important as humans. I mean, like, it's one of the very way we kind of decide whether to punch something or to kind of give it a rub, you know? So Sanctuary AI is working on sensing for robots, for robotic systems. There's a video right here that we can watch. I think they have some pretty good progress so far. Okay, why isn't this playing now? Let me see if I'm muted. Okay. For some reason, it's not playing, so let's just move on. Oh, so you see, it's noting where you're touching. So you see the R index, it's right there. It can sense. Maybe that's why those caps are like white. You can see they're white. So it can sense. So you see, it can, and also detect, like, see, it's like marching. Wait, okay, touch this. It matches this. This matches this. Like the sense of feeling. Oh, okay. So one thing you can notice here is, you know how you can stretch your hand and you can tell what the material is without looking at it? You can look at items with touch, right? Oh, Just messed this up. Still there? Okay, we're back. So you can see the robot looking away and trying to find something with his hands. Right, and it can just watch this section. Oh, it's and it's touched it, and now we picked it up. Right, you can see how it's. Oh my god, this is very nice. It's cool to see what. Okay, and it can sense that this is fragile, and found the glass because it can locate it with touch. It doesn't have to use its vision, right? It can pick it up, pick stuff, and even like figure out how to. Sense of touch is a very important sensory experience. English fails me right now. But it's very nice to see this. I'm working on sense of touch. I have some very crazy, creepy things in my head right now with this because I've seen so many sci-fi movies and we're getting closer to that day, guys. We're getting closer to the Matrix, to the Matrix, the Matrix. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else is happening. What else has happened this week? Because this is like a culmination of this week's AI news. You guys are not talking to me. I have not gotten any comments, so I don't know. All right. Another one. GIST MIT develops Telepulse, a haptic system that shares tactile sensations between robots and users. Okay. So this system can transmit what the robot is touching to the human. Right? Let's see. I did not check this out before the stream. When the user operates the remote arm robot in VR environments, the system accurately transmits the physical force that the robot touches to the arm. Oh, I get it now. So when you are using as a user, when you're using it, the system transmits the physical force that the robot touches to the arm of the person wearing them, right? So more like if you know VR games where you're shooting and you can wear something and someone shoots you in the game, you can feel the impact on your body in real life. So this is more like in a grand scale of that. So we have this nice contraption that you can put on and match them to your body, and whatever the bot touches or the force it's using, you as a human can feel it and you can sense it, and it can also like help you, guide you, and also guide it. Let's see what that is. The research team is saying. The research team said that the Telepulse is easy to wear, lightweight, so it's expected to be widely used not only in remote robot operation but also in various high-level remote environments. So a pretty cool thing about this is for remote control of the robot. So like, imagine sending a robot somewhere to go do something and you can see what the robot is seeing, but how about you can kind of feel what the robot is feeling? So it also gives like an additional navigational superiority, navigational context. We're gonna make this work. Yeah, that's it. Pretty nice to see all this. You can see the bot touching something here, and then this person is wearing the device, and he can feel the sensation, the torque, the force right here. Yeah. Let's move on. All right, so we're moving to another very cool stuff. This one is by Amazon. The chief technologist at Amazon Robotics, Ty Brady, just gave a recent announcement and look at Vulcan. So that Vulcan is Amazon's warehouse robots that has a sense of touch. We are all about touch for these guys. Touch is pretty cool, and having robots have touch is a nice one. You can see This is Vulcan, I guess. This is Vulcan, and it can scan and sort out stuff. Pretty nice. A big machine controlled by machines. And drops it right there for humans to pick up. So it's an all warehouse, all robots driven, all automated. Man, crazy. I think I have another one that like give us more details into this. Let me show you. Oh yeah, I gotta translate this. Okay. Vulcan's robots now loads goods faster than humans. And this is what I just showed you, the robotic arm thing. So Amazon unveils its new robotic system. Vulcan, which achieves faster performance on average than humans in loading operations. We just saw that. As a human, you'll probably be already tired after doing that for like 1 year at a stretch. You'll be bored out. In a warehouse where more than 14 billion items are manually loaded annually, Vulcan operates with a goal of 300 loads per hour based on 20 hours a day. Wow. 20 hours a day? 4 hours of like zero time, downtime? Man. So Vulcan is Amazon's robot. Vulcan is the first Amazon robot to have tactile recognition. Tactile recognition. When you see tactile, you mean touch, the sense, the sense of feel, like the touch feeling. So with tactile recognition, it can enable real-time judgment and precise control in a warehouse environment. Because you can feel, you can touch, you can make decisions based on that as well. Like, is this a box? Is this a wool? Is this a glass? Should I be careful? Should I not? Right? High density loading is still superior to human experts, but Vulcan outperforms humans in planning optimization capabilities. So you can see that this is something that is interesting. So they're trying to solve the problem of fill. We've seen several instances where that has been discussed and solved. And Vulcan is, the goal for Vulcan robots is to work 80% of this at a speed of 300 per hour, 20 hours per day, right? And to load dense loading capacity, like things that require like care, you know. So it's a robot that is gonna also like help the loading thing move faster, but it comes with tactile recognition, and you can imagine that will really help with productivity because it can feel, it knows what is what. It can have a sense of what is what. Doesn't really know what is what, but can have a sense of it. Let's move on to the next one. We now have an AI firm, an AI law firm in the world. We just launched the world first AI law firm. So this was approved by the UK government. Officially approved by the UK government, AI chatbot provides legal services without a lawyer. ChatGPT is literally a lawyer somewhere right now, preparing documents for court submission for 90,000 won. I don't know exactly what the equivalent of this is in dollars, so I would not make judgment on that. But the world first artificial intelligence law firm officially licensed by the government has emerged in the UK. What? AI has entered the stage where it replaces the role of lawyers beyond being just a tool to assist lawyers. So we know how it's going to be able to help them make research section and all the stuff. But now there's Gaffid AI. This is now a law firm. Gaffid AI provides a small debt collection service using AI chatbot. It has learned the rules of civil procedure in the UK and guides you to the court procedures related to small claims and fills out a polite chaser for $2. And if you pay more, you can prepare a claim document and stuff. So like they've trained this AI to understand the civic duties, responsibilities, and roles and function and things like that. So just like you have probably an AI help you do your tax filing and stuff, this does like law, legal things. So it's interesting to see what this looks like. I'm going to search on this after. In case you guys are curious, you know what to do. Make your own search. Go Google this stuff. All right, let's move on. We're almost to the end. We got it. So Figma just launched a couple new products, and this is the recap. Did you catch them all? Here's everything we announced at Config 2025. Figma sites, CMS and Figma sites, not really available, but coming soon. Grid, Figma Make, Figma Draw, and Figma Burst. Let's see this quick explaining about the product. Figma Make is where you can use AI to like make apps in Figma. Figma Draw is bringing this functionality where you can draw and do more graphics stuff in Figma. Figma Burst is like a graphic assets, graphic design for graphic designers, like pretty much very good for them, right? Inside Figma. Figma Burst. Yeah, and that's the AI. Figma Burst is AI. Website design. So you can make websites, you can launch websites directly in Figma as well. That's Figma sites, right? Very nice. All in Figma. Figma is becoming a powerhouse, guys. Figma was always a tool that is giving me infinite design possibilities. But having all this, it's not free. I think Figma Draw is free. Figma Make isn't. Figma Burst isn't. Figma sites, definitely not. Grid, for free. Grid is most like it's something that you find next to your layout options, right? So it's really not a product. It's essentially just like a styling option. And then we have something I'm excited to share as well. TVC launches Nigeria's first AI news anchors. We can see all these fine faces. And these are all AI characters. Speak English, speak all Nigerian languages. TVC News has become the first Nigerian broadcaster to introduce AI news anchors that deliver bulletins in 5 major local languages. So that I'm guessing that's Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, and 2 other more. Maybe Efik, Igbira, or something like that. So they can deliver news in 5 major. Oh, Pidgin and English. Oh my God, sorry. Yeah, Pidgin and English. And this is coming to enhance quick news delivery and broaden its digital footprint. Yeah. Oh, so they know that some of this might be met with skepticism around the rise of deepfakes and misinformation, but they have some strict editorial controls and digital watermarking to ensure that the accuracy and integrity of this is complying with what is proper, true, and right. This is a pretty welcome growth. I love seeing people pick on something that is early and make it work. And this was very early. This was announced on May 02, according to the Cabal. I'm not sure what the latency is from when they did post it to when they announced it, but it's nice to see. All right. So that's all the news for this week. It was fun to discuss all of this with you guys and see what you guys think. Let me know if you want to see what kind of news you will want to see more. I love going through all the spectrums. So AI, IT news, and all the other cool stuff. So I will see you again next week, Sunday. And also, maybe I'm going to have more interweek news now that is going to capture what has happened, like maybe on Wednesday or on Thursday, on Friday. I'm still trying to figure out what the flow and the timeline is going to be like. But this was very exciting, and I love creating this to share with you. Please tag me to whatever news you think is cool. Follow the channel, subscribe, and I will see you again when we have more news to share. Until then, ciao, peace out, I would say.